Hello, divine beings. Hello, beautiful creators. Welcome to Dumela Universe. We are Kemet. Thank you so much for joining us. Beautiful beings, let us see what is available at this time. What is coming through Source? What would you like us to know? What are we ready to receive? What's available for us? Thank you, Source. Katur talavaries. Riviakir kalatur. Kitas. Kiviakir kasatirikes, kiviriato, kivirikies talosatos, rivikiatos, kivikiatiries, kitares, kiares. Okay, we're ready. Stand still. Katur talavariki kias tavak. Focus. Katur talaviries kiatir katur. Okay, beautiful beings of standstill. We're receiving that Source is saying for a lot of you, this is a space of a pause, a space of pausing, yes, where there's not much momentum, there's not much fluidity or flow, or perhaps that which you are wanting has had a bit of a slowed down pace. It's not very busy, is it, at this time? And Source is saying this is for a bit of a reflection, a reflective state. You're not really feeling like doing much, not really motivated, not inspired. And perhaps you want more abundance, more financial flow, more love, more health, more whatever it is you might be wanting, and yet the resources or the momentum is a little bit paused and slow. This is not for punishment, it's not for suffering, it's not for any of that, okay? This is a reflective point. You are observing energies at quite a sensitive frequency where you are able to see exactly what aligns with you and what doesn't, what vibes with you, what doesn't. Mannerisms, experiences, conversations, relationships, your own way of expressing. It's an interesting space where, yes, maybe what you are focusing on, or maybe what you have been wanting, your goals, or whatever the momentum you almost would prefer to be working in, that's almost slowed down. And yet other things are coming through, other opportunities, other offerings, other experiencings and situations. And these are allowing you a reflection on what you actually want. Does it really resonate? Is it something I actually want or not? It's almost highlighting other areas of your life which you would usually overlook, or ways of being, or expressions, or situations and co-creations which usually you would really give an afterthought. You have more time to think about these things, to think about these opportunities. And just to give an example, maybe things have been quiet and now you are getting an invite to a social event, or you are getting an invite to a gathering, or you're getting an invite to do something. And in the past, should you have been busy, it would have been an easy yes or an easy no, or just a fine, I'll just do it to get out of the way, or sure, I'll go and say hi to pop in and then I'll go by. It would just be something you would just give a quick glance to. But now that it's literally almost the main event, there's not much happening. So this opportunity or this offer or the situation is now actually taking more of a focus point in your life. You are able to really feel, actually, how do I actually feel about this, about doing this, about having this conversation, or about being in this interaction, or how do I feel about those energies? How do I feel right now? And it's almost as if you're having this amplified awareness of self, of sensory self, not in that, ooh, I'm too sensitive, So it's no longer, yeah, exactly. Those sensitivities are no longer being judged by you or judged by the external. You're allowing yourself to be fully sensitive, and you are now taking note of the sensitivity. Oh, okay, why do I feel like this? Why does this irritate me? Okay, why do I feel like that feels like I'm being used? Or why does it feel like I feel like I'm stepping out of my way? It's you are really having this beautiful focus point where you're no longer almost overlooking the sensitivities and brushing over them, but you're understanding, why don't I like being in that situation, or why don't I want to co-create with these people, or why don't I want to be there? And you're finally seeing, oh, it's because, well, the energies are a bit like this today, or actually it feels more, I actually want to more be on my own today. Thus, that's the irritation from thinking of joining in that situation. It's not the other people, it's not the situation, it's just more, I really prefer to be on my own more than actually doing anything external. So even the why is no longer a blaming point of other people or other situations, or a judgment on you and how you are being. It's literally, you are understanding why it's resonant and why it isn't resonant, because you are honoring the sensitivities, because you're in the standstill. You finally have enough time to actually consider yourself fully, where you are now finally no longer just operating out of condition or out of what is normal or used to, or consideration, or what people consider as consideration or politeness. Because even those things, consideration, politeness, manners, it's all human taught things. It's dependent on how somebody else perceives it. It's not actually a real thing. And so now you are finally allowing yourself to feel how you intuitively, organically, the reality of you feels about a situation, the reality of you feels about experiencing something, the reality of you feels about engaging. Okay, it can even be something as silly as, not as silly, but rather, let's say, as small as a text message coming in, and the way the person has written it, the tone, you're now more observant of that. It's not just, oh, it's how they are. It's almost like, but do I actually like being spoken to like this? Or, I don't feel this person is considering me at all in this energy. So it's really these beautiful observances, and it's not for judgment, it's not for irritation, it's not for confrontation either. It's so that you can now finally see, actually, this is where I want to be, this is who I want to be, these are the energies I want to be in, these are the energies I don't want to be in. Okay, it allows you to really navigate closer to your source than ever before, so that finally you can be, okay, no, I can feel it's time for me to shift now. Okay, and it's no longer a, I need to get out of here because I'm being irritated, or maybe I should because everybody else is going. So there's nothing driving your actions or your choices other than just you, it's time. Okay, yes. And deeply knowing it's time because of you, not because of anything else. It's an owning of your frequency and really losing anything from in the external, whether it's even an emotion, somebody else's point of view, whatever it is, not allowing anything external from you govern why you do things, and no longer giving it also the excusing as to why you're doing things. You're really understanding, oh, this is why I'm irritated at this time. It's because this is how I feel, but this is what I'm receiving. Oh, okay. So you're no longer saying that person's irritating or this situation is irritating. You're actually understanding why the irritation exists in the first place, why the frustration exists in the first place, why the sadness, the impatience, the concern, the fear, the insecurity, why those are happening in the first place, as opposed to almost you're going into the root of it. That's the best way we could actually explain it. You're no longer dissociating from it in a running away or a deflective manner. You're now sitting at the core of it and understanding it. You are now allowing yourself, yes, to feel everything, but truly not become it, nor run away from it, but just be in the presence and understand in the presence of this feeling, in the presence of this emotion, in the presence of this opportunity, in the presence of this experience, in the presence of this person, this conversation, this offer. This is how I feel. Fascinating. and interesting. Now I get to understand more what I want and what I don't want. Thus, I'm able now to focus on what is mine. This is the snow leopard solo journey. It is a solitary journey, which is why even if you have so many people around you, you might have a family, children, partners, you know, you are feeling yourself still quite alone, and it's like, ooh, because you are finally no longer letting your emotions and their emotions merge into this energy where you're not really sure what you want, but you're doing it for the pleasing of others. You are now really coming to the focus point of this is really what is me. This is who I am. You are finally having this reflective point of seeing yourself clearly and clearer more than ever before, and realizing, wow. A personal example for us is Lasala was extremely extroverted, but we understand that extroversion was more to distract people from going within, right? Because we were grown up to fear who we are within and to judge who we are within as not worthy and to diminish who we are within. So it was very normal for us to run away from who we truly were and to give people everything they wanted, the expression of who they would be comfortable with. So we were excellent, masterful people pleasers. And so we would always join in these affairs and always do this because not only does it deflect from others seeing who we are within, it also, we run away from who we are within. Because remember, it's not that we only didn't want people to observe and understand us, we didn't want to observe ourselves. We did not understand ourselves because we were conditioned to fear who we were within. And many of us were in different ways. Right? All of us were, truly. For as soon as you're born here, you are given information which isn't yours. So organically, immediately you're taught to dismiss who you truly are. And so now, as Kemet, goodness, we're introverts. And it's not in the sense of we do not socialize. No, we still do. We can socialize should it resonate. We do our, our gym, our ballet classes. We do engage with beings, but we are no longer engaging for the escape. Everything we do actually brings us more into who we are. The gym and the fitness grounds us, so we spend a lot of time doing a lot of inner work in those spaces. The ballet also grounds us, so again, more inner work. Our vocal practices and our singing grounds us, so more inner work. And should we connect with somebody to co-create with or to engage with, they also end up being a grounding energy. And it's not because we hold these things external responsible for the grounding. No, we are source within those experiences. We are home. So the energies just ground us as a effect, as what it's just the manifestation of us co-creating. It's this grounding, peaceful, engaging, wonderful energy. And we find that we are definitely more solitary. We actually don't enjoy using our energy and always connecting and always, we are very specific on who we connect with, very precise. And it's not a judgment, it's no, if we're going to connect with you, then the energy will not drain us. And it's okay because we don't drain people, so we are also allowed to not have draining energies. It's just a understanding of what and who we truly are and claiming it, not running away from it, not feeling insecure, not judging, not feeling guilty for it or shameful for it, not apologizing for it, just claiming it. It's truly stepping into power, where you allow yourself to be and you allow others to experience who you are, not out of arrogance or you're not caring. It's saying, this is who I actually am. This is actually what I enjoy. And it's okay if you don't enjoy it too. It's all right. You don't have to enjoy me. I don't have to enjoy you. It's okay. It's all right. And because you don't have to enjoy me, I can remain in my frequency and be me. It's also okay. It's all right. And the way that I am is love. So truly, how I be is loving to me, and it won't hurt me. Thus, it won't hurt others. So I do not feel guilty or shameful for doing what I express, because me saying no thank you, I'd rather just do this instead, means I understand that being in that situation would not be comfortable for me, so it will harm me. Thus, my energy will not be comfortable for anybody else. It'll be harmful to others, potentially. So I'd rather not do that. I'd rather be where I know that I'm at peace. thus my energy is peaceful. And the absence of me in that experience is then peace, because it doesn't have me in agitation. And should my presence be resonant, then it will be peace in the experience, because I feel peace in being in it. Thus, the experience and my presence in it will be then a peaceful manifestation. This allows you to truly focus on you, because as you understand truly, or get to explore and get to discover that which your frequency truly is, you end up spending more time there in those energies which are of your frequency. Thus, guess what? The Seven of Cups energy, your desires, your outcomes, can reach you because they are born of the frequencies of you. And this is allowing you, this experiencing of standstill and focus and harnessing is allowing you to tune into your frequency, to actually then call in what you want in ways which please you, which doesn't exhaust you, which doesn't tire you, which doesn't stress you out, which doesn't make you angry or irritable. It's saying when you come, you're at ease. If you're coming and you're not at ease, goodbye. The only time I'm going to engage with you is when you come through and it feels yes. If it doesn't feel yes, even for a 0.0001, then no thank you, because source is 100%, source is not 99.999%, 100% source is. Thus, for me to be at source, I'm 100%. And so should it come in and it's like, yes, this feels good, then fantastic. And you will, this harnessing of your understanding of your frequency, you will also know when you are complacent and not, you are able to feel no, or self-sabotaging, right? Because you're able to understand, no, I'm not doing this because it doesn't feel aligned. I'm not doing this because, it does align, but I don't know, you're no longer excusing it because maybe you're shy, maybe you're embarrassed, maybe you don't know how you're shameful or guilty. You actually get to really understand and release those energies of shame. All the self-sabotaging energies you get to now release and cleanse and release and clear from your frequency, because then your intent, the reason why you're doing anything, is literally the resonant, yes, it feels good energy. And nothing will stop you from doing that experience because it feels so good. Wow, beautiful. So beings, be patient. It's not easy. We can feel it. We're also experiencing the standstill energy, where you really just want things to flow and you really just want things to make sense, and source is saying, well, that's good for you. Right now you're going to remain here so that you can harness to your frequency, so that things feel good or things make sense in accordance to your source, not accordance to your quick fix, how you will feel today or how you'll feel 5 minutes later. Or it's no longer these quick fix, these very superficial and fickle satisfactory situations that humans have been conditioned to settle for. It is now deep, long-lasting energies which bring you to the awakening and the awareness and the grounding and the strengthening and the anchoring and the manifesting, the creating of you. You want to create yourself in this realm, you see. This is how you experience yourself. But to create with yourself, you have to understand and know your magic, fully become one with your magic. And right now you are all becoming one with your magic. And it's a bit frustrating because you all got so programmed and used to this false magic that it's strange that the magic that you are is very specific about where it wants to be, what it wants to do, where it wants to be. And it's frustrating. It's like, but it should be so easy if this was just a good thing or exciting, things flew and your magic, or things just flowed quickly and your magic is saying, wait, harness, this is not something to be rushed. The fires, the creative fires of your soul are not something to be rushed, and not something to be mishandled. It is to be harnessed, it's to be anchored into, it's to be curated. You're a masterpiece, and you are coming into the divine manifestation, the divine creation of the masterpiece you are. Okay, immediately, look at this. What a powerful confirmation immediately. Hierophant, within, this is you. Creating from your truth. This is the divine masculine, the light, honoring source completely. This is you, no longer creating from the external, what other people perceive as good or polite or considerate or social or how you should be. This is you anchoring into your source frequency, creating in your truth, in your alchemy, in your abundance. and allowing this to be what you then experience in the physical, allowing this to be what you want to offer in the physical, allowing this to be the key to who you are, your core frequency manifest, the divine masculine. You are now allowing the truth of you to manifest you, the truth of how you feel to manifest you. The truth of you is the key, and this is what you are learning through the stand still. What was no longer what you had thought was the truth of you, and you're realizing, actually no, the truth of me isn't actually to. I'm not actually that person. That person I was conditioned into being. This is actually who I am, and okay, now I'm understanding, and I'm allowing this person to be. I do not feel bad. I do not decide. I do not judge this person. I do not decide this person isn't worthy of finding love. I do not decide this person isn't worthy of finding abundance or being successful. I do not decide this person, the source I am, is not worthy of manifesting creations, of being successful, of being wealthy, of being healthy, of all of these things that you want. You understand that actually you are the key, and that being you are has always been worthy, has always been of it. And then it allows you, the sun, to now exist in your fullness, in the light, to shine beautifully. You are now finally being your truth. A harmony between the divine feminine and the masculine energies, a great co-creation between the two worlds. This is a powerful alchemy, and it is to bring you into your full manifest form. Okay. Beautiful beings, this is a powerful time indeed, and you are asked to be patient. You are asked to be gentle with yourself. You are asked to be accepting of what is, and just to honor how you feel and how you are experiencing the space you are in. Because this is how you are finally learning about you, not by, oh, if you do this, then you feel good, then you feel happy, then you feel abundant. Because when you do that, it's smart, and it's what smart people do. It's what you're no longer following that model and filtering your whole frequency through an illusion. You are now listening to your frequency and thinking, okay, oh, this makes me feel this way, but why? It's because I actually prefer this. Okay, so now I know. Now I know why. Now I no longer feel that way. I no longer feel the frustration or the irritation or the anger or the sadness, because I no longer need to, it doesn't trigger me. Now that I have the understanding, and I can now release and surrender to the understanding, I can now take action which allows the truth of how I want to feel, the truth of what I want to experience, to then be. Blessed be.